Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got. Went, did some shopping.
Introducing your champion.
I may not look like a fighter, but strength isn't everything.
We should land there. Looks like fun. Oops. Over there. Prepare for battle.
Alright, let's get it.
Watch out. Some weird bloke just about landed on top of me.
It's go time!
Attention. First blood.
First blood.
Round 1.
Back here.
Beginning ring
Level 2.
countdown.
All Father, give me sight.
Help me out.
Here, close enough to smell the teardrops.
The ring is close. Time graces us.
Niggas just left me.
Less than 1 minute. The ring is not far. Scanning the area.
Can y'all stop running away from me, bro? Like, I'm trying to catch up to you guys.
Ring's around the corner and we've got 30 seconds. In combat. Reloading. Target down. Contact with target.
Reloading.
Down. Need help. Go time.
Up and at 'em.
Look out. Grenade.
Charging my shield.
Oh, you're not feeling so good, kid.
Freaking people. Trash. Come on.
It's showtime.
Let's make some new friends and then destroy them.
Wait, Jimmy G went to the Raiders?
Live today, die
Oh,
tomorrow.
that's perfect.
Better than the other way around.
Introducing your champion.
Good choice for me. Right, I'm the governor. Time to cause some mischief, huh?
No, where y'all want to go?
I'm the jump master.
Looking for me? Here.
I love this part. Mira, we should check that out. Over there looks fun.
Okay.
Try this again.
Making contact with enemy.
First blood. If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the fire pit.
Grenade out. Crack the valued shield. I'm going in. Ah! Reload. Heavy mag here. Level 3.
Yo, are you kidding me?
Down one. Yeah! Reloading. I would have kicked your ass even without metal legs.
Charging my shield. Give me a sec. Healing. Give me a sec. Healing. Give me a sec. Healing.
Oh my gosh.
Diving here.
Maybe you were created to lose. That would be a fun twist.
You're not talking to me anyways.
Come on, compadre, get up. Come on, come on.
Yeah. Trying to get a good game in.
Check out that care package.
There you go.
Get up. Come on, come on, come on.
You're what? No. You're live right now? Let me see. You're asking me if it's on YouTube?
Let's go over there.
No.
Copy that.
No, it doesn't show you're live.
Mira, we should check that out.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration.
Hey, sorry, we all need a bathroom break.
Oh, great.
Arcs are out.
Crack the bad news shield. Shot at. Down that one. Crack the bad news shield. Down it. I'm down. Whew. There we go.
Reloading.
Reloading. That one's out for the count.
Broke that enemy shield.
Reloading.
We killed the last member.
This nigga just bumping everybody.
There's an enemy.
Firing.
Giving my heard that.
Attention, the champion has been eliminated.
There goes
need
the
shields.
champion.
Charging on my shields.
Using grapple.
Right, now this is what I'm talking about.
Charging shields. Come on, come on. They're shooting at me?
Round 2, beginning ring countdown.
We've got trouble.
Here I go.
Replicator being delivered.
Replication.
I am taking fire, friends. Recharging shields.
Charging on my shields.
The enemies are shooting at me. Giving my shields a recharge. I am taking fire, friends.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Throwing up. Rapido, rapido. Arc Star. Throw an Arc Star.
Oh no, that's oh my god.
Broke that enemy shield. I am down. Hostile right here.
Getting shot at. Down. No bueno.
Enemy shield broke.
I've been saving this.
Oh, I hate these niggas, man. Oh, it's live now.
Extended energy mag here. Level
Hostile right here.
Oh, to seamless virtual.
Oh, my mates and I are tipped up. Reckon we're ready for a bruising.
Science rules all. With its help, we will do. I'll make sure everyone makes it home.
Whatnot. Live video.
No, I asked my wife the same thing. I'm like, dude, do you watch this?
Yes.
Or do you have your people report? Because I don't know if I would watch it live, but I wonder, like, man, I gotta keep it up. But I think as strong as Will is, he probably watched.
Really?
Yeah, he probably watched it, man. Big Boy's Neighborhood. Alrighty now, Big Boy's Neighborhood, Big Boy Uncut Chris Rock reaction.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, man. So, Chris Rock, of course, man, it's been everywhere. Chris Rock finally came out. Finally had a chance to talk about the infamous slap. And you know what I trip off of is people saying, why did he wait a year? There is no statute of limitation on when this man needed to speak about something that happened to you.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Selective outrage, if you guys haven't had a chance to see it as of yet, I don't know what you're doing. Everyone has stopped seeing it, everyone's talking about it, man. And Chris, he went there.
I did have a question about it though, because I had heard the Suge Knight joke not too long ago, but it wasn't like right when this came out. Like I had read it online, someone had said it. So how many of these jokes were new? Because there's a lot of this stuff that I hadn't heard that made it, you know?
When I saw it with Dave Chappelle, he ran a couple of them in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just so glad that they have like that no phone policy. Oh yeah. Where he was able to do it. Now I didn't get a chance to hear it.
Yeah.
Because we were back talking to Dave and he wouldn't. I didn't know how to tell him to shut up. Not that I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But no, we was having back there an intense conversation with Dave Chappelle, and I was like, man, I said, what time Chris come on? And he was like, oh well. When you see him, then Chris is on. And so we went and we hollered. But yeah, they say he did some of that material there. But a lot of that was your first time hearing it.
It was a first time for Netflix to do something like that, right?
Right. Well, jump on there too,
with
bro.
the whole live
I know you're on
situation.
camera, but
with the whole live situation and everybody waiting and streaming, like I've never seen Netflix pull off something like that.
Yeah, live, like stand up live
very
straight
cool.
to you. Yeah, and they did like a pre-show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And an after show. And if you saw the after show, like the pre-show was more a little bit stand-up. I didn't see it all. But it was like when you looked at it on Netflix, the timeline, it was like 5 hours. 5 hours, man. Then the post-show, I thought they did a great job with that. JB Smooth was amazing. He went there when he talked about entanglement.
I'm so glad that he brought up that like word entanglement big, and it was just the perspective of the whole fact that Will and Jada have been honest about, or somewhat honest about, their different relationship ways, and this part was just too funny.
I did not have any entanglement. And for people that don't know, and everybody knows, Wilson and his wife was f***ing her son's friend. Okay? And now, I normally would not talk about this. But for some reason, these put that shit on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that f***ing low down. What the f***? We all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. They're like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's. How did that make you feel?
Hey, man, and when you watch the actual live, you were waiting for that pivot. I know that whole night. Yeah. I was like, oh, is it coming? Is it coming? Is
you were
it coming?
anticipating it.
And then when he finally went into it, I was like, man, you know, and I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm good with Will. Like I say, man, Will Smith, I'm a fan. Will Smith helped me change my life when we did the weight loss challenge that got me into really thinking about myself. He cared enough. So it's just hard to be cool with Chris, cool with Will, and see the, you know, it was bad when I saw it.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you when the last time I saw the Oscars. You know, prior to watching, you know, the slap. Yeah, so when I saw that, I was sitting there watching the Oscars in real time. Because like I say, I am a Will Smith fan, and I love Will Smith. So when I saw King Richard, and you saw the lead up to Oscar, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this is Will Smith's night.
This is the time.
So I wanted to see Will Smith's night. That's why I was watching it live. And when Chris Rock came out and do what Chris Rock does, you know what I'm saying? And at first you even saw Will Smith chuckle, you know? And then it was like Jada shot him this look. And I remember that night in real time, my wife Veronica said, oh, Jada's pissed. And then when he got up, and when I saw him walk up there and slap, at first I thought it was a stunt slap. I thought that he swung and Chris went with it, you know, and then I saw the look on Chris' face live, not going back and looking at it and analyzing it. I saw it then. And when he sat down, and the audio just dropped out. And being a guy that's in the radio, when the audio dropped out, first thing I did, I picked the remote and I was trying to turn the TV up. And then I was like, wait, hold on. Something's going on here. And then when I read his lips, immediately I knew it was real. There were so many people that was living in Fantasy Island talking about, oh, it was set up, it was set up, it was a stunt, it was for publicity. What grown man in their 50s
that's
is
a
going to
damn
let somebody slap them across the face?
I don't think so.
What grown man in his 50s that's been working for over 30 years to get all the accolades is going to do that? Like, some people are just ridiculous, and we become even more ridiculous because what we have on social media. But I saw that, and I was like, this is not good.
So crazy.
Yeah, man. Even Questlove was like, dude, on my award?
I know. So many people were impacted by this.
Yeah, Quest was like, come on, dog.
So great. But it's like, it's interesting because you do have this couple that is willing to talk about the things that went on within their bedroom at different times. And you did see a little bit of the relationship between Jada and August Alsina. And, you know, she was, and then admitting to the fact that, yeah, there were times when Will and Jada were not together and August was a part of their life in a way. And August was friends with their son, Jaden. And
yeah, that's crazy. I have a son named Jaden. Veronica, don't knock down any of it. No, I'm just saying, like, I have a Jaden, you know what I'm saying?
And everyone, you know what, people are entitled to do whatever they want in their relationship if there's consent, 100%. And that is completely fine.
So what are you doing in yours?
I'm not talking about it on Red Table Talk.
Yeah, man, exactly.
That's
like my wife have gallstones. I ain't even talking about that on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not going to Red Table Talk to talk about that.
Yeah. But also you have to think about it. That was that moment that Will was sitting in that seat and had those teary eyes, and he knew, like, that, like, he's a very sensitive, emotional man, and that's okay. But that's where that came from during that moment.
Hey, man, and when Chris went in, man, Chris started to bring up, like, you know, Charlemagne, the Breakfast Club, Drink Champs, you know, The View, The Talk. He said, everybody called him up, you know what I'm saying? And I was even sitting there like, man, I hope we don't throw my name in there because I never called him up here. I was like, oh my God, yeah. He said it repeatedly on that one, man. And he said everybody.
By the way, he does that. Everybody in the world called him a.
And he was talking about, of course, after Red Table Talk, sitting down, talking about the entanglement, and he said everybody in the world after that interview.
By the way, he does that. Everybody in the world called him a. I tried to call him and give him my condolences. He didn't pick up for me. Everybody called that man a. Charlemagne called him a. The Breakfast Club called him a. And The View, and The Talk, and every rapper, and the Drink Champs called him a. Everybody called him a. They called his wife a president. Everybody called him a.
Yeah, he kept saying it.
Everybody. And who's he hit? Me. He knows he could beat. That is some.
Hey man, and he went into it. And he even started to speak on about just the size difference.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
That's
Yeah,
what
man.
I was like. Yeah, man, you got to figure. Like Will Smith is big dude. You
Yeah.
talk about how good he is with his hands. What
Oh,
he does.
yeah.
You see those videos of him working
Hey
out.
man, for you
in
to
martial
play
arts.
Ali, period. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Period.
yeah.
To play Ali, just the training that he had to do alone. And people always talk about, oh, Will Smith is soft. No. Will Smith is from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith is cut from that cloth. If you know his crew, if you know Charlie Mack, those are the guys. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, when people started saying that, and he's bigger. He is, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had to really Google his height difference, and I saw Will was like 6 something, and then Chris is 5 something, and I was like, whoa.
And Will is just a bigger guy, but also, man, being a big guy, especially like, you know, I was over 500 pounds at one point, so I weighed everything from 0 to 500 pounds. And being a bigger guy, my whole life, I always heard, oh, he was smaller than when you had to check somebody, you had to put your hands on somebody. But if you big enough to talk that shit, you big enough to get hit.
Yeah.
And that's real talk right there. And at the moment, Will wasn't thinking about, right or wrong, he wasn't thinking about this dude is little or whatever. He felt like he was defending his wife's honor. You know what I'm saying? When you start to look back at it. So it does, and people can say, and we asked yesterday, if The Rock did that, would he have jumped up on stage with The Rock? We don't know. Possibly so. You know what I'm saying? But he did speak on that size difference.
I know you can't tell on camera. Will Smith is significantly bigger than me.
Significantly.
We are not the same size, okay? We are not. This guy, Will Smith does movies with his shirt off. You've never seen me do a movie with my shirt off. If I'm in a movie getting open heart surgery, I got on a sweater. Will Smith played Muhammad Ali in a movie. You think I auditioned for that part? He played Muhammad Ali. I played Pookie in New Jack City.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, there's a difference.
Yeah, very much
difference.
Very much of a difference, man.
Intimidating to come up
Yeah,
like
and
that.
when he took that S like Pacquiao, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, you know, I still had conversations with people. When I see them, I'll be like, oh, have you seen the new Chris Rock? And one of the guys at Hookah, he was like, man, so that means that slap was actually real?
Right.
There's people who still think that it was a fake setup thing.
He's
that was
smoking
going...
hookah or stupor.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But it surprised me because even online, I read comments and people
Yeah,
are
they
still
need to
like,
switch
oh,
her
that
out.
was real.
It's just crazy how people think that celebrities, everything that a celebrity does is for attention or is big or they'll throw
Something
everything at it just to be more famous or stay in the know. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock, when he pointed out his mom in the audience that night at his show, you get slapped on a big platform like the Oscars. You know, and your mindset, you don't immediately retaliate. You got your mom, your brothers, your kids, your family, your friends, everywhere you walk into, you're the person. You know all eyes are on you. Even when I saw Chris Rock, the last time I saw him, it was probably 2-3 months ago that Dave Chappelle was here.
Oh, yeah.
When I looked at him, I not only Chris Rock, the comedian, and the person that I've been a fan of and had in the neighborhood and that I know, I saw also the guy that got slapped.
Wow.
So everybody is thinking that. So when people say, oh, it's publicity, I'm like, dude, what do you throw away to have this publicity and you're already a multi-millionaire?
Yeah.
That right there just sounds ridiculous to me. And that's one of the things, man, when I say I wish that night didn't happen.
You know, you just think about it too, like why, like Will Smith is walking up, like what's going through his head, and at that moment, like you're not even, the first thing is not to even tell him like, hey, you better shut, you know, da 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 da, like tell him without, like his first reaction was to hit him, and he had that whole way walking up to him where he could have talked himself out of it, and he didn't.
And then I like when he turned around, he fixed his outfit.
He adjusted himself.
He was like, all right, listen.
Jada didn't even high five him when he sat down. I'm like,
So wild.
I wonder if I'm rolling home with my wife Veronica, if I would even say, baby, you know that was your fault a little bit, right?
So like that conversation.
Yeah.
Just the whole look, you know that ticked me off.
Yeah.
It was a trigger. Yeah, it was a trigger, man.
Well, there's like a history behind it.
Right.
Like a bit of a history, and Chris brought that up too.
Yeah, man. He showing the hell did, man. And he said it. He said Jada started it.
Years ago.
Yeah, man, years ago.
Shit. He said he should quit because Will didn't get nominated for concussion. What the So then I do some jokes about it. Who gives a That's how it is. She starts it, I finish it, okay? That's what the happened. Nobody's picking on this. She started it. Nobody was picking on her. She said, me, a fucking grown-ass man should quit his job because her husband didn't get nominated for concussion. And then this gives me a concussion, okay? What the
There it is.
man?
Full circle.
And
Jokes is real.
Wow. And you heard a lot when people was like, oh, they had altercation before. That's why Chris was like, we hadn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was this joke, so on and so forth. Oh, it was boiling already. They didn't get along and everything, you know. And same with Chris. Chris said that he was a fan of Will Smith. And I know that Will had to be a fan of his.
Yeah.
And if both of these gentlemen, if they could take that night back.
Oh, for sure. I know they would.
You know, like Chris got dressed to go out and present an award that Questlove ended up winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not knowing, dude, as you're checking yourself in the mirror about to step out on live and present this, not knowing that your walk there, your whole life was going to change on the walk back. You know what I'm saying? And then you have people, his comeback was bad. He said the B word, so on and so forth. That's his. You know what I'm saying? That's his. Why he waiting so long? Like I said, there is no statute of limitation. There is no immediate that he should have.
You think people would criticize him if, like, immediately the next week he would have gone, like, sat with Gail or somebody?
Right.
Do you think there would have been criticism?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because there was no right way to do it. There was no right timing to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because everybody that didn't get slapped or wasn't a part of that, everyone has a what they would have done.
Easy.
Or how they would have handled it.
in that situation.
And with Chris Rock, I thought that immediately he had his
No one cares. How are you gonna feel when Kyle Trask wins the division? Why not? He's gonna be the quarterback. I'm pretty sure. I don't see Jacoby Brissett beating him. Baker's not coming. Yeah, he wants 25.
There was a triple threat of queens that was hosted. It was, of course, you know, we saw some great awards given out. Like I say, Questlove, but there was some great first timers.
What kind of nerve does that nigga have to be asking for 25 mil?
You know what I'm saying? So, and Will Smith gets the Oscar. There was so much on that night, man.
For him?
We know so many years prior he was like nominated, like, you know, at other times.
That's how much we paid.
Muhammad Ali, he didn't win. He was nominated.
That's stupid. 25 mil.
But this was the time. Like you said, like, everyone was waiting for it and was rooting for Will.
Yeah, all out. You know what I'm saying?
Who's your quarterback right now?
Watch the live special from Chris Rock.
I don't know.
How much you? Well, he's on a rookie. How much were you paying?
I asked my
What's his name when he was with you, Baker?
Do you watch this?
Yes.
Or do you have your people report? Because I don't know if I would watch it live, but I wonder, like, man, I gotta keep it up. But I think as strong as Will is, he probably watched it.
Really?
Yeah, he probably watched it, man.
I wouldn't watch it if I was
That's
a kid.
crazy.
I'd wanna be up
We were
like-
paying Brady 25.
Something about my parents, anything like that, about
So
my
what do you
mom.
think Chris Rock feels?
He probably is upset too, but as
His family.
I don't know, I was thinking now, I'm like, how do the kids see each other now? Like, do the daughters see the
Because
kids?
people are upset that he called her a B, and rightfully so.
Yeah,
like, with me, it'd be on again. Damn, it's on again. It'll be back. But I'm telling you, man, when you played softball or anything that you played as a kid, if you got first pick, then that means I got second and two. Y'all remember that? Second and two. Then I was talking with Jose, because Jose was like, you think that was a lot? I was like, no, that's the way we handle it. And when I was speaking with Jose, I said, Jose, now Jose is extremely Christian right now. You know what I'm saying? I remember you stabbed him Crips too, don't get it twisted. Jose is extremely Christian, right? And I told Jose, I said, when you used to get down, and Jose still get down, don't get it twisted. But when you used to get down, if somebody socked you, you socked them, you socked them, you socked them, you walked them down, you stomped them, all that kind of shit, right? So there's an action and there's a reaction. So when Will slapped Chris, that's the action. You better be ready for any fucking reaction that I bring to you. So if I call your wife a B, which I'm not saying is right, but if I call your wife a B, if I call it like, you slap me across the face, bro. Like, how am I, like, I'm disrespecting your wife, rightfully so. I hear you. But now you disrespecting my mom, my brother. What about my daughter? What about my career? What about my